It is good to see you once more, travelers. Good evening. Today, we are back in Timberborn. We were building a lot on the aqueduct here. We got pretty far. I think it is almost done. With the main question of what do I do with this part right here. Now, something that I do have to kind of note is that if I do let water out this way, it will reduce the water going out through our main branch here, which is that a problem? I don't know. In any case, it's still a question of what I want to do with this area right here. Or rather, what do I do with the river? Actually, now that I think of it. Oh my. So we did finish. Okay. But again, the question is, what do we do with this river right here? Do we keep it as it is? Or do we shape it? Such that, well, we can blow another line through here? I don't know. We also still have a lot of this hilly area right here. And what we do need is more lumber area, frankly speaking. I don't know, what is the best call now? The best call may actually be to open this up. Well, no, not quite yet. Double floodgate. Yes, that can work. Let's put it up to 1.8 for now. And I suppose let's see the results. Going to need to put that back. Put some dirt in. This water, they are moving quite fast. We can get more scrap here, but we are not actually in dire need of... We don't even need all this. Our productivity is actually flagging right now. Frankly speaking, there needs to be more work, right? That is, I suppose. Why is Otter Fodder still... My goodness. Oh, an age of 40. Well, unemployed. Yes, we have injuries and so on and so forth. I frankly don't know what to do. Well, let's close up this gap here. Once we have closed up the aqueduct and we can see what we can do, we will probably reorganize this area and then start pushing through here. As said, what do I want from this area? I can just make it another agricultural zone, and then we start moving our population to over here. I must admit, this is like a one-district challenge. I suppose it is small enough that I can do such a thing. All right. You know what? This should actually be at maximum height as well. This will result in a lot of water coming out, or a lot less water coming out of these areas. There it is. The water is running in. And it is much lower than well, I think part of it is because of the water level hasn't risen high enough. See, now it is properly greening this area now that we have a bit more elevation in the water here. Now, the problem is we have these water sources here. We can include it in this arrangement here as well, but I don't know if that's a good idea. That is essentially combining our two water sources. The other thing we can do is... Oh gosh. We have this. We need to relocate this, don't we? See, we've relocated a lot of our food production to that side, which is good in as much as... Okay, so we have successfully done the double there. Okay, so we do have the doubles very strategically placed, and this one doesn't have a double because there's no point. This here is an absolute mess. We are going to have to clean this up. A lot of this. The goal is basically no jobs are going to be here. Which is actually kind of troubling, now that I think of it. We have so many right there. Oh my. We have run into space issues. Oh, goodness. You see, the issue with space is not just... I mean, I can't just drop down things willy-nilly. And the reason for that is... Okay, hold on. Let's see if... Yeah, this area here is dried up. I don't know if I want to just make this all straight here. And despite all that, we still have this. Oh no. We're fine. We're not going to worry about that. Yeah, with water just coming back down here. And hello, Zoominator. How are you doing? Hopefully you've had a wonderful day today. Okay, so... Indeed... We're filled up here, and even with our best... It was not enough to completely green this space. What we can do is we can relocate I am fine. What about you? I am strangely exhausted. It's hard to really describe it. There's a certain... I have been lacking focus. It's kind of hard for me to focus lately. And... Am I able to get things done? Kind of, sort of, barely. And, you know, I don't want to get in trouble for not working. but it's just kind of a little difficult on my mental at the moment. Okay, so, we might have we might blow a hole somewhere here and just use that as our last spot in hydration. And the good question is, what do we do with this space here? I'm going to put a lot of trees here. I think ultimately we need to move everyone here. Everyone needs to move here. Which does mean we're going to have to... Oh my goodness, that's right, I've accidentally flooded this. I thought it'd evaporate at some point, but I guess not. I think that really is it, and as unthematic as it is to just have iron keys not work, I don't know what to do with this area. You may as well be speaking in hieroglyphics, Dominator. I cannot read your mood. I'm so sorry. I mean, we can make this a farm. Hello, Emperor Cable. How are you doing? So I think what I want to do is I want to start relocating all of these. Yeah, our construction... Oh gosh. Even now we are having... I'm alive, that's about where I am. Well, we take those small victories, right? I mean, what it could do is have sluices in here as intakes. And just make this a road of impermeable floors. It might actually even be useful to cut a line through here as well. It might even just be better to cut a line through there. How is our food situation? We have eggplant rations. Yes, okay, so for the most part, what we are lacking the most is, shockingly, canola. Well, have I forgotten to drink again? Right, let's take a drink. Hello, Vespa. How are you doing this evening? Yes, it is evening. I do not see sunlight. How are you doing? All right. See, we do have a lot of space here. And of course the question is, what do we do with it? I can shut off the mines for now. So what does that mean for, let's shut off the mine. We don't need any more of those. Let's convert our food production, not that we necessarily need it, to bots. In fact, let me check on our workstations. So we have a lot of builders' huts. Oh, centrifuge. Our coffee brewery is not working. Deep water pump. Yeah, that's posed. We are at our maximum for explosives. Okay. With that, I know I have a lot of beavers who are unemployed. I suppose that's kind of the amusing paradox. Actually, let's convert our smelters into Breeze Factory is run by bots, okay. Hydroponic garden. Inventors? Do I even need those anymore? Real press? Actually, yes. We'll convert that. Upper shack. Wood workshop, okay. Which means I can close off another fallen post of that right there. Yeah, out of energy, well, whose fault is that? Oh gosh. All the charging stations are getting filled? That's actually troubling. We actually need to find a place somewhere down here where they can recharge. Where's the charging station? Excellent. See, all of that gets used up. Not much gain. But we're going to take what we can get. Okay, we should have builder bots working on that right now. See, I don't know what else to build. I guess what we can do is just this. I suppose that's it. Well, no. What we should do is relocate our food storage. And why is our water not getting pumped? Oh, capture card went poof. Oh, bloody hell. Why now of all times? He was having issues earlier. Come on now. It's hardly warmed up. Okay, give me just a moment, please. Okay. Thank you for pointing that out. I'm going to have to look to my left a lot in the near future just to make sure that everything is correctly working. I don't know why. It's not particularly warm, but it is problematically warm. Can we, in a silly way, no, we can't. The height does not allow us. I mean, we do have this area up here. That's actually a potential idea. First, let's demolish this. We don't need these anymore. Now, what we can do is we can make... Actually, can I put anything on top? No, I can't. We're going to have to remove this lantern onto it. they're all connected anyways, so it's not that problematic. But the idea is we're just going to build a second tier up here of charging stations. Hello, really? Now we have no. Oh, gosh. I don't know what it is. I really wish I could tell you what it is that's causing these kinds of issues. It's a log. It's a single log. Am I going to worry myself over it? No. You two got me back into streaming, both you and Achia. Well, well, well. I look forward to your career. This is kind of jank, but it'll do. I don't think is anymore. They should be able to walk over this, yes? Excellent. Really? So, Ed's just started. I'm not sure if you can still hear me. Well, I suppose if you... That is how it goes. The current power draw is 20,000, which is a bit, yet not terrible. The 3 minutes of ads is not it won't always be 3 minutes, but it can be up to 3 minutes. So I'm doing mostly alright. It's kind of hard to describe how I'm feeling right now. There's a certain sense of exhaustion that is kind of difficult for me to work around with. I'm feeling better than, last week, but still not feeling super well, if that makes sense. Alright, so we've relocated some of those. We'll push it back by 1. There we are. Just woke up from big old nap. Needed that after. Damn. Streaming early ended up ending stream because you dozed off. Good thing you don't have your mic on. Well, hopefully you are able to get a little bit more rest soon, right? No more college until, like, August. Though, you do get your chance to rest, which is good. This is going to be an absolute nightmare. This is an absolute nightmare. At this point, forget it. I'm not even going to try this. There's no point. We're probably better off. We're better off doing it like this. With the overhang method. Alright, so I think it may be too high. We'll go for a double platform. We'll go for perfect. This overhang here. Then that does give me a bit more space, yes. But at what cost? In any case, what do we need to move? You've got... Frankly speaking, we can get rid of a lot of these builders' huts. See, everything, nearly everything is full. Everything except things like gears and... I don't have a need for material production. Well, kind of. See, all of this is so haphazard. We'll do it this way. And I suppose if I'm really, really needing it. No. Time to get to work. $1,500 gears, all the metal blocks. Yep, that's for how it's going to go. All right. We're going to need to take that, though. Canola seeds. Canola oil is actually... shockingly in heavy demand. Okay, we need a lot more oil presses. Wait, no, not that one. I need this to be... So, in the end, I didn't use up the entire map. I feel bad just kind of calling it quits here. Gosh, they're really, really... Gears. Despite all of that, we need more gears. Okay, let's do this. We're going to have to leave this open at least. We'll leave this open, but afterwards we're going to just put more gear factories here. See, the fact that I do not have any haulers idle is... oh gosh. Okay, hold on. We'll turn that back off. I have these inventors. I really don't need them. These guys can go away. There really is no need for them. See, that's very busy. That is also very busy. Which tells me that... you know, these are all incredibly busy. What are these guys doing staying up? They don't sleep. I don't understand. It's like they don't sleep. Or they barely sleep at all. Right. Next up would be the mud baths. I mean, where would I put them? And if I understand correctly, yes, it still has to be like so. So the best way to put it, honestly, is just over the river here. And they do require power, if I remember correctly. Yes, they do. Alright. So... no soybeans. I don't have storage for fermented soybeans. That's surprising. I think what we're going to need to do is where do we want to put all of our food? In fact, yeah, we need to figure out where should our food go. I kind of want it to be near near the building here. So I suppose it would go... berries. Let's go in order. Kohlrabies, mangrove, fermented mushrooms, fermented soybeans, red cassavas, fermented soybeans. Cause yeah, it's right next to the water. Actually, something that we probably want to do. Where's the transportation? I have another two-way station right here. So we do have a double two-way station. Oh my. Oh my. Very much fast forwarding. Yeah, this place is rather popular. I suppose the other thing we can do, we've been moving a lot of... See, the hauling post here is kind of important because it's right next to... I think we actually may want to have more water storage here. Yeah, that's grease, that's canola oil. A huge amount of our logistics is being done through... Oh gosh. Our metal blocks are just really getting used up as soon as they're made. What am I in the most dire need of? In general? I frankly don't know. I really do not know what more I can do. Mushrooms, soybean, cassava. They're barely touching their coffee, which is... shocking, to say the least. Alright, since we do not have... We have not had Food Factory unlocked. I don't know, this is another example of temporary things that last forever. I don't need explosives for a while. We can actually get rid of this. What we do need is more treated planks. Though? As much as I hate to do it like this... Actually, this is kind of important. See, we have all... see... They have not been eating the mangrove fruits. That's kind of the greatest irony is, the more variety you have, the less you actually need of any single, food. You can hand that over to the beaver cooking in the kitchen. Drink up. Oh. Huh. Shockingly, our injury rate has gone down immensely. Is it really shocking? It's, you know, kind of the entire point of why I did it. So let's move 4 of the builder's huts over here. Or rather... Is this just chewing through all of my... See, our metal block production is actually really good. Or it was. Why is the productivity so low? We have so much scrap metal, it's fine. Why are you not working? because you're still recharging. Oh, come on. Yeah, this is the most high priority workplace right now. Because of all things that we need more gears. Gears must keep turning. Our population has slightly dropped. Okay, hold on. Workplace? Orsta, gather our flag. Hydroponic, why are you... Because of the mushrooms? Well, it means we're not The issue isn't that we're not fermenting the things fast enough. Just that these logs do not eat as much. Fluid dump. Okay, what am I looking for? I am looking for... There. It is already automated. So my bot assembly and... So it's already all automated. Well... See, it needs more gears. Oh, no. Wrong direction. Okay. So, there is sort of a reason why I tend to hesitate on making so many gear factories is because it kind of fights with your plant production. Alright, really, thank you for stopping by. Always a pleasure to have you here. Okay. Construction lacks materials, yeah. It is what it is. Please tell me you can reach it. It needs gears. Oh no. What a paradox. Please. Okay. Who is using up my gears? Who is using up my gears? Barrier. So our corn, our canola oil, everything here seems to be stable. In fact, let's take out the fermented mushrooms and... we're so full on every other food. Hello, Rysel! How are you doing? It's been a while. I haven't seen you in a while. Hopefully you're doing okay there. How are you? Hopefully you've been doing well? Gosh. And here I am, just trying to make things work here. Oh well. No storage space available. I'm just... Alright. If I do have... Wait, no. We should flip it around. But first, we will actually need... There we are. I'm doing well. I snuck in on you. Or to be a little ago, was chilling in the Discord earlier. Currently working on a Gundam while in a D&D game and watching you. How funny. You reminded me of Austria posting her Gundams as well, and she should be in D&D right now. Hopefully your D&D campaign is going well enough. Or is at least entertaining. Okay. We can actually... Funny enough... Oh gosh, it needs treated planks and... It is going well. We are investigating the Ripper-like murders. Now, yeah, I was chatting with Archie earlier about model kits. Yep. It's good that we have, lots of people with similar interests, right? and our treated planks are not getting treated fast enough. Why is that? Our planks have been... are being used, yes. And it is now of all times when it could have used. We got me pumped. Gunpla and other plastic models is my art form. I like sharing it with others. That's good. That's good. And I'm glad that you could get to share it. All right, so I do have excess bots who are... Where is our coffee? See, we're barely using up the coffee. In a sense, this is the biggest problem we have. Like, we have such a population, and they're not even needing anything. I can increase the population for no reason other than more happy beavers. But I have a massive labor force and no good projects for them to work on. Oh, little bit of an overflow there. It was just like SimCity. Not quite. This game has a lot of focus on water management. And if you can see here, I'm using a lot of water wheels to supply power. Only 44K, what happened here? So, you have these bad water discharges, basically poisoned water. And you can't use it to drink, but you can use it for, it is usable material, and it is a water flow. So originally, this bad water discharge only opened up, and if you can see this little ditch here, that's where it used to flow. There are actually 2 more bad water discharges right here. You can't see it, but what I've done is... Where is the channel for it? Right, it's visible here. I've actually had it such that it is traveling along this aqueduct here and all the way up to this sluice here, so that all the bad water is running through this extremely long track of water wheels. And that's how I get my power. On the other hand, I've dammed up this area just to protect my crops here. But at the same time, I've built another aqueduct along here so that it can irrigate all the things here. Now, the reason why I cut this area down is because I want to replace it with oak trees. Okay, we have a crop of canola being harvested. That's good. It is interesting. It has a very amusing charm to it. And as much as I tend to, well, pretend that I am angry at the beavers for not being the smartest in the world, getting stranded, and so on and so forth. They are silly little creatures, and I do have some affection for them. I know they're not. And hello, Ionix. How are you? I know they can only do so much. But how are you doing, Ionix? It's good to see you. Can I? Yes, I can. I'm good. Been lurking as usual. Always nice. So, lurking or chatting, I'm always glad to have you lot here. Now, if I understand correctly, I should be able to... Yes, excellent. Which I will guess is roughly here. And no. It's a double. We can bump it to a triple. Perfect. Not perfect. Anyways, I'm going to have to take what I can get. As highly disappointing as this is, it is what I can get. Na że? I've pretty much not quite shot myself in the foot here, but I've made a very, very difficult situation for myself. And there's still bots that need employment. Oh gosh, we still have these. Okay, no. Stop you. And stop you. Okay, so we have not had a energy crisis for them yet. For which I am glad. Every time it lags like that. Always scares me. Because it's like, is it going to crash? I hope not. Rather amusingly, I have so many hauling posts that you would not think of needing so many, yet I do. I might just have to reclaim this land here for more hauling posts. The construction lacks materials. Nope, we are back on our Earth repopulator. So, really not much I can do now, is there? The only other thing I can do is establish another working zone over here. Either that or another zone right here, in which it pains me to have to cut down trees like this. Yeah, we can keep it as fleshy beavers for now. We're on that job. We don't have lots of braziers. That's kind of interesting. Oh gosh, tribute to ingenuity, flame of... Oh gosh. I don't know how much more I can pump up this lot's wellness. So the lantern, brazier, mud bath, and wind tunnel. Okay, so mud bath has just started. Wind tunnel is the next one. I'm going to relocate this one. And it takes metal blocks. You know, now that I'm trying to build this wonder, now I am actually suffering from material shortages. Okay, drought approaching. That's fine. All I have to do is just close up all of these and I should be fine. Okay, so in this situation here, what is the best way to pipe out power? I think I can draw out power. Yes, I can. Okay, so... Actually, where is that power coming from? Yep, that's how I did it. Very silly, but it works. Really, I need all those gears? Despite all of these gears, right here, I still need more gears. This is absolutely ridiculous, how many gears I need. And it is now actually overtaking my plank production, which means I should probably convert. All right, with that here, we can probably change this to be our fleshy beaver. $51? Nothing to do in range. Okay. Question stands. What do we do with this area? We can probably attempt to connect this area to... You know what? This is going to be a bit of an ambitious project. Can I... Would it be possible for me to run my power line or that way, or I'd run the power lines through this part here? We are actually starting to get a bit low on lumber, so we are going to turn on these. And the funny thing is, I believe Lantern... Yep. Oh, no, Lantern does not need metal. That means we can go absolutely crazy with these. Oh, well, that's why I have that lantern over there. I'm not sure if this can be reached. Well, apparently it can. I realize... No, it should not... Okay, it does not block. Okay, that is a relief. We do need a bit more platforms here, but then I can put in another... swimming pool. In fact, I can do another one here. There we are. You're almost there for metal blocks, which is surprising. Our food is absolutely ridiculously stable. In fact, I'm hitting my upper limit on food. Are the bad water pumps actually... Yeah, you're at 90% productivity. Oh, the question is why? 93, 100%. We are constantly using it up. For what reason? I don't quite know. See, that's all fleshy beavers right there. Quite rapidly, yeah, this is kind of, I won't say a mistake. But with all of these gears being made here, I need more plank production. Especially because I'm also ramping up the treated planks as well. To which I don't understand. How's my scrap metal looking? It's actually looking like I'm needing to get some more. However, and this is quite silly, getting it from the scavenger is actually more. You get more from that than... Get more metal in general from scavengers going through these ruins. So let's build our way up. Let's put that here and... And since... Fine, we will have a small contingent of bot builders. But yeah, 50 well-being is pretty good. The funny thing is, their well-being being this good is... I can't employ everyone. So the benefits of them being employed or being happy and healthy are kind of not really there. We're not really using it. Yeah, I'm just going to force the irrigation here. You see, I've turned off a lot of these. Need to put the fluid dump back up again. Oh my goodness. So I have 369 beavers and 123 blocks, so that's 492. So nearly 500, I want to say the word pawns, but 500 individuals running a boot. Is there a bot hauling post? Let's see. Bot assembler, centrifuge, deep bath water pump. Food factory, forester, gear workshop, hauling post. So we do have a few who are still bots. Oh my, here comes the ads. I say as if it is the most terrifying thing ever. Oh, mayhaps it is. But I can finally start closing these down. Unconnected building? What do you mean unconnected building? You are connected, aren't you? Oh. Let's try this again. Honestly, I can even do this. Let's put a stairs here, and the stairs here, and then... How many hauling posts do we have over here? 1, 2, 3, so... Okay. And really, it's remarkable that I've not been... Oh. Well, I am starting to see the haulers get a little idle, which means we are kind of reaching the number of haulers needed to keep everything running smoothly. Do I not have another hauling post? Oh my. Welcome back from ads, everyone. So... Okay, I think I have forgotten something. And that is... to put storage right here. For scrap metal. And we can but a hole in coast right next to it. Now with this, he's finally gone. Now where's the wind tunnel? All right. Thank you for the lurk, Cass. Always glad to see you. Okay, let us put in our wind tunnel. How do we power it? It's going to be powered like this. Yeah, the Motivatorium, while not at maximum capacity, is fairly full. I probably should at some point make another. Oh gosh, these are extremely popular. I figured they would be extremely popular, but not to this degree. What is our current? We're done with metal blocks. It is now down to gears and treated planks. Right, we actually need to do another. I know, this thing here is tribute to ingenuity. Yeah, it's going to take much more. It's going to take away from these here, sure. Now, shockingly, it's time for us to grow our population. And that will include having our bots grow as well. Why did it suddenly open up like that? And who is injured? What jobs are you working that is causing injuries? The flooded building will go away. There we are. See, I have not collected mangrove roots in quite a while. And yet, they are... Yeah, it's using up all of our planks there. That's actually quite shocking. That I've, for once, I'm actually nearing my occupancy limit. I have not had to deal with that in so long. It's almost refreshing. Wow, we jumped very high. Very quickly. Okay. No, stop. Floodgates go up. Floodgates go up. And we are needing more treated planks. We are actually needing more planks in general. So, how do we want to do this one? Oh wow. This is actually quite concerning. I am burning through my logs very quickly. Also am needing to shorten the trip for this forester as well. There we are. Let's fix up this road a little bit. In fact, I didn't even need this. We will make this the road. Whoa, whoa. Oh my goodness. Ah. Now... yeah, I mean, we all be lurking. People be lurking. And I, somehow, do a silly trick. And... no, let's not silly trick this. If needed, if I do truly need to get down here, then... But yeah, the tribute to ingenuity... Are you kidding me? It doesn't reach everyone. We'll deal with it. Okay. If there's nothing for me to... not yet. I'd almost forgotten that. It's a drought. Well, we actually want to do food dump here. Hello, Captain! How are you? Remarkably, our injury rate has remained low, and our coffee consumption has been very, very low. Yeah, this is all very inefficient. Yet, this is such a far distance from the Two-Boy that it is unfortunate. Okay, why are we still getting mangrove fruits? Who is picking up the mangrove? Actually, now that I realize it, they're not picking up the mangrove because I have so much other foods. Like, I am actually nearing my capacity on food. Even with all that I've done, okay, that's enough for that one. We're okay there. See, I don't know if I should keep a building force around because I don't know what to build. Everything here is just... Oh, I should actually do this. Yep, I did not have enough control towers. That should improve my bot's efficiency there. And then we'll put charging stations all along here. That should get a lot of these fellows running and building, although... I believe 68 is the maximum in terms of well-being. At this point, we may as well just go full steam ahead with as much of the automation as possible. Oh gosh, I forgot to pull those floodgates up. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. We are doing okay still. I realize I should have done this. Basically help out, have the the foresters help out here. I know this is pushing very much the limits. Oh gosh, we are out of canola, finally. How soon is the next crop? It's going to be a while. However, our scrap metal is going in a good direction. Our planks is just fluctuating heavily. Our gears are being consumed almost as soon as they are used. Or almost as soon as they're created. But we are slowly but steadily making it there. Okay. Let's do this. In fact, I don't even need these. Yep, our population should be net increase now. And we'll just fill out this area as much as we can. I guess that's it. The goal for this stream: finish the Earth repopulator, boost everything as far as we can. And then, really, this is the end game, I suppose. There's very little point in me expanding. I mean, there, we get more canola. But at this point, it's almost like a token effort. Yeah, sure, I will put down some canola. Maximum efficiency. Maximum efficiency will actually be to convert everything over to bot. Though, I'm kind of hesitant to push everything towards the bots. It just does not fit the theme of the RNTs. That these lots are the ones who like to work hard. I mean, they are the work hard, play hard types. What is actually paused here? I'm shocked this fluid dump has... Oh no, we need the fluid dump back online. Okay, we have another bot that is in need of... See, maximum efficiency where every bit of the tiles are being used is... That's it? Okay, fluid dump can go off. And the other thing is, if I want to maximize efficiency, I have to micromanage a lot of other smaller things. So, and there are mods that do certain things like that, but it's mods. And I don't have those mods enabled in this section, in this round currently. So, yeah, we're lacking canola. Yeah, it's complaining about lacking canola. Wait, hold on. Okay, our population is going up again. Our food is stable for the most part. Eggplant, corn, eggplant. Huh? Interesting. You know what I can do? We need algae to be used up. Let's put a few platforms here, and yep, a platform here, and some platforms here. And can I? Are you still amenable? Yes, you are. We're going to put another food factory here. And you, there'll be algae rations. Oh, okay. Brought has ended. We are putting this back down to 8.5 and 8.5. If our 3-day drought, water retention was very good. Gosh, I cannot fast forward this. I cannot run these at 3 times speed because we are past 500 units right now. Normally it would be a massive achievement, a good thing. Oh gosh. I did not realize that I was getting that low. Oh gosh, it's so low that it was starting to dry out the area. Oh. So I take that back. As good as our water retention is, it is still... nothing to do in range. Right. Someone please make those stairs. There we are. Now it's just down to treated planks. We are getting there. I actually don't need the forester here. Unless those die, I don't actually need the forester. Okay. Wait. Okay, that is a bot. And we have 500. I blink, and suddenly I have 500 gears. our log situation is actually getting really dire. I'm kind of shocked that we've depleted ourselves that much. Sounds like aging. I blink and I have 500 years. Too relatable. Sneezes and adds 50. Yep. That is how it is sometimes, isn't it? You know what's going to be crazy? I have a crazy idea. Basically, any free space that I have left, I turn into forest. Or I can already just, you know what? Wait. It's going to take some time before we are able to kind of rebound. So for now, let's actually do... Where's Birch? 7 days versus 30 days. Really? No, we'll do this. I know it's not much, but it is a stopgap measure for until we are able to get our oak grove back online. But, you know, we used to have, like, so many injured beavers. Like, you see the number down here? Beavers injured, 1. That used to be as high as, like, 40. And what are we doing here? 500 more planks to go. So, if it takes 3 hours, make a plank. And these will run 24/7. What? And we have... Okay, in a single day, 1 wood workshop can make 8 treated planks. And I have in total 17 wood work. Why are you doing poorly? Oh, because you barely got in. So 17 times 8 is 80 plus 21. So about 121 treated planks a day. 121. 17 times 8. 101 treated planks a day. Which means in 5 days, we should be done. Assuming I'm not... Well, darn it. You are consuming... You consume a treated plank every 1.8 hours. Oh, no. So, maybe 6 days. I forgot you kind of needed that treated plank, didn't you? Oh well. You know, may as well. The more hands I have, the better it will be. Oh gosh. We are running low on charging areas. That's actually fairly terrifying, just how much we've depleted. Oh my. Well? Yeah, I'm looking over here. All the charges are getting used. I'm looking over here. All the charges here getting used. It is. And even so, here we are. At, 70,000. 73,000. So what are we missing? Generally, Scratcher, Brazier. So, let's decorate a little more then. Mainly, if you put it around residential areas, that's kind of where... I don't know, it feels kind of cheating to do it like this. Because this way, they'll passively... Hold on, I'm pretty sure I put a monument up somewhere here, didn't I? Yeah. Flame of Unity is over there. Hello, Mad Hatter Swagger. Yes, well... So, what I'm doing right now is... I am just going to... My goal right now is to finish the Earth Repopulator. And once that is done, I'm going to... That's pretty much it. I will call this run here. Like, I learned a lot of nice tricks. I am very proud of this water wheel. Yeah, all of this water wheel setup here. I'm very proud of it, and oh no. Should I up the water a bit? So, just a lot of little tricks that I've learned. This aqueduct here is a new thing that I did. Just, again, lots of bots going around. The two-way stations have been very, very good for me. Learning how to use these. And as much as I like the industriousness of the Iron Teeth and the fact that they can untether themselves with the engines, I'm actually finding myself missing Folktales. It's strange. I miss the Folktales. And while I appreciate the two-way stations for what they are and the fact that I can go underground with them, and I believe the two-way stations are just much more efficient than the zip lines. The Folktales have more of a charm to them. And the fact that it makes sense for me to convert all the labor to pass on the labor to the bots so that they can maximize their... Hold on. is using our extract anyways? Also, I'm kind of missing a lot of the automation that I'm used to. Oh, the hydroponic garden, I have a really bad problem when it comes to dealing with lag time. Because as production ramps up, or production starts, it's really, really slow. I want it to be faster. So I make more and more buildings, and then suddenly, when everything is 100% online, I now have more things than I can actually deal with. I suppose I can start completely transitioning my workforce to bots. I probably can do that. My bot parts have stayed fairly stable. Why are you? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't ask. But I do believe we're going to need a bit more water tanks. Or water tanks are good. Especially so that a lot of the beavers who are still working don't have to go so far. So there's another mod that I do want where you can control what shifts they're on. Okay, so we need lantern. Another wind tunnel may help. Question is, how do we get power to it? See, despite having all of the scratchers here, they're not actually utilizing it as much as I would hope they would. And there goes our wood supply, my god. I totally neglected that one. Yeah, I do want to get the automation so that I don't waste a lot of labor on... Okay. What here is not yet automated? our farmers don't necessarily need more. Oh gosh. Thank you. Thank you for bringing that back. I actually don't need this forester anymore. And honestly, I don't need any more of those. Our crop harvesting is... See, there's nothing for them to do. So let's transition that one over there. A lot of these guys are not busy. Like, they're not harvesting, they're not... Yeah, these guys are just fairly relaxed, no rush, no hurry. And now the scavengers are starting to finish up their work. I mean, I don't necessarily need scrap metal. What's my progress here? 70 treated planks remaining. We have more mushrooms than we would ever want. Hello, Saint Noble. Thank you for the lurk. Always a pleasure to have you around. Gosh. And we are done. We are done here. We've gathered every bit of scrap. Well, not quite. Okay, I have 4. See, our food is just in immaculate condition. Honestly, I'm thinking of shortening the workday to like 8 hours for these guys. There's very little for them to worry about at this point. Are you a bot type? Yes, you are a bot. You are from bots. I can employ... What's more storage of things do I need here? I'm not consuming as much extract as I would think I need. Dirt is... Honestly, we don't need any more dirt. So let's convert that to bot. See, our bot production completely automated. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bots every day and a half. That's a bit of a range. Eh? What do you mean? Oh, you're kidding me. There's very little build work. Who is injured? What is the job that continues to injure people? 10 more planks. Oh, we're nearing it. Are we going to make it today? 1996. That's it, we have it. We have all that we need. There you are. Oh, wow. Okay, treated planks and 500 berries. Well, 500 berries. That's surprising. I've 100 treated planks. Well, I'm probably next work day. Yeah, it's getting filled. We're going to need to find another place to put a okay, with that, and since we do have the showers are just everything is just filled. We are reaching capacity in terms of we're at 180 bots. Quite a few unemployed, which is fine, I guess. At this point, the only thing I can think of doing is just a bunch of builders' huts. Just to augment, God. I keep doing that. Yeah, this is always a filled one. After some now classified tests with the catapult, this design was adopted instead. Oh my. Yeah, what are these guys doing? They're just standing around, huh? Yeah, there's... Wow. So on the off days, Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. With this here, I can now put in another wind tunnel. Because these guys need the wind tunnel. It's way too filled. And please tell me I can power it from here. I can't. I have to power it from below. That's... At this point, I just want to end this run. Though, who cares if it's not the most efficient of designs? Let's just get things going. Time to bring back the Builder Hut spam. Because that's all I can do with these guys. And we've used up all of our planks. And our logs. Okay. I mean, how long do we have here? Gosh. And there they go. Absolutely tearing into the birch right there. Ignore this. You don't need the treated planks. We'll get as much of this done as possible. In fact, hold on, that's because there's a path under you, isn't it? Hello, Zoominator. Hello again. So hopefully these lot can start putting in. Let's get all the materials. There goes our logs. We are indeed hurting. See, I can't, hey! Oh, my goodness. Okay. Okay. Alright then. Have at it. I don't get it. Why are they not eating? They have so much different kinds of food, but they're not eating. Even with all of this. And of course, Mad Hatter going to just before the ads come in. I know there's no power. Something, you have no power here. Are these actually... How busy do these get? Not very busy. On the other hand, we have all the scratches right here. Just really just... Wind tunnel, scratcher, a bit more on the lantern. Although, gosh, lantern is very fine at a position where... Alright, what else? What has not yet been converted to bots? Okay, which forest is this one? At the moment, there's no need for any of you. However... I just realized I'm going to need one of these, don't I? Control tower here. Now we're getting a bit of a flood going on. My goodness, how are we? Yeah. Welcome back from ads, everyone. We are getting there, bit by bit. With the treated planks being our only issue now. What I can do, again, which is baffling, why it is Scratcher that I am lacking. Not yet. I'm still needing the treated planks. Alright, now you're done. Or is our berry? Blueberry. Bend our blueberries a little bit. Okay. That should keep them occupied for a little while. Just moving those over. Basically, my other goal is just to get everyone's wellness up as high as possible. Motivatorium is full. Which means I need to relocate this exercise plaza. Okay, where can I put it? Not quite here. Nor here. I can't put it here. Which means moving these 3 campfires. Alright, I'm going to wait for the day to start. So when I'm not using it, I can... Yeah, food production, I have no one in... Yeah. Our canola usage is absolutely absurd. Of all the resources to really be strained on, it's canola. Okay. So once that scrap gets moved out, I'll convert you into bots. Yeah, everything here is... It really... My gosh. Lantern is such an annoying thing to level. It's really it's very, very silly. It's competing for space. There's a lot of other things here. Okay. And then, we'll put the exercise plaza here. And let's throw in a few more scratchers. My goodness, these lots. I don't know, do they have a rash or something? Alright. Our planks should be enough. Actually, you know what? With this here, and then I can actually put in the motivatorium right on top. 423. We are going to end up using up a few of those. Oh, wait, hold on. Should have enough logs now. Turn these back on. I just realized. Oh, this is bad. I do have a contingent of bots here. So, we should have charging stations for them. We're just missing treated planks and yeah, we'll let the bots kind of. Eh? None of that counted. None of that counted. Alright, this is the priority, you lot. We are not straining this hard for planks. There we are. $142. So, assuming no other disruptions, by tomorrow, in-game, we should be okay. Why are they idle? There we are. Okay. Was that there? We can now convert this one and this one. And quite shockingly, there's nothing to haul. Alright. Our haulers are not idle again. Very good. Extract and canola oil. Oh, we've had a good crop of canola. How are we on the Earth Repopulator? Oh! We're almost there! We actually have enough! We might actually have it launch while everyone... The shift is about to end, so the day's over. Gosh, that is incredibly popular. We can do it! Here we do it now. All right. $74. There it goes. That's it. We've pretty much maxed ourselves out. It's not quite the fully automated luxury utopia of the folk tales, but we've done it. They work 200% faster, they move 70%, and they live almost twice as long. Like, who is among our oldest? My goodness. Oh, is it just a constant? So once you activate it, it keeps going forever? Wow! There is an endgame screen! Well done, your technological prowess allowed you to utilize the industrious strength of the Iron Teeth, conquer this map, and build the faction's wonder. Your pioneers flew away over the wasteland, leaving the thriving settlement behind them. If Earth is to recover, the newfound beaver prosperity needed to be shared. Wow. The 3 days passed. 1046 beavers born. Lots of tails painted. I don't know why they had kept painting their tails like that. Lots of trees, lots of water, 118 teeth broken. I actually don't know what controls the chance of breaking teeth, because at a certain point, it's almost like it barely... It's almost like it barely happened anymore. But I'm actually rather happy. I can do this again, maybe as I might do this again, maybe as folk tales, and utilize the flexible star, so that I can start somewhere closer to the center. Is there anything else here that I can leverage? It's really just scratch your motivatorium. And that just comes down to everyone needs to get a turn. I don't know. What job were you in that resulted in your injury? Age 71. Yeah, I understand, my friend, but... See, that injury rate is not going down. I don't understand. It's like they're perpetually injured. We dropped the workday down to 8 hours. Indeed, we do have a lot of unemployed here. And in time, we will just overtake. You see, the thing with the RNTs is, in the end, look at all the space that ultimately went to agriculture still. You'd think that the RNTs would just have more, industry. But I think Folktales overall need a lot more industry buildings to get going, while Iron Teeth needs just so much more farmland. You can build agriculture. Yes, I tried. I did not like how it went. And I don't like the way that you have all these 3x3 the 3x3 grid that you have to do with dirt in order to just pass on all of the irrigation just kind of does not look nice to me. Otherwise, I can do this. I'm fine with doing this. 5x5 pillars straight up, you can make 2 levels 2 spaces apart and just irrigate the top. Five by 5 pillar. 2 spaces apart. When you say 2 spaces apart, so I'm actually familiar with how this would look. So you have the 5 by 5 pillar. And then, let's say this is the top for demonstration purposes. When you say 2 spaces apart, is it like that and then... See, this is the most I can do. Yes, but all around. Okay. So it ends up looking something like, well... So it looks like this then. But then if you just irrigate the... Yes, Okay. I remember watching another YouTuber, and what they did was this really disgusting looking grid. But I suppose at a certain point, let's do one more layer here. Ichi ni san. No. Wait, no, I don't need that. All I would need to do is actually, since it's like this, you know? Okay, that actually means I can do yeah, if it's two apart, I should be able to... Yeah, and it'll exit out there. And we can just keep doing this all the way up until we reach here. And then even then... Actually, we only need, what, 3? Oh. A little higher then. No, this is it. This is the one. Yeah, that technically is incorrect. But... And if that's not enough room for each layer, just add one pillow of dirt and you can make some cool designs. Yeah. I mean... We have our dropper here. There's our fluid dump. I guess my question is... Between... I mean, this works both equally well for Folktales and Iron Teas, I presume. Yeah, and this is fairly tileable. It'll take a lot of dirt, and the other issue is kind of... Actually, it's not actually even going to be an issue, because the fun thing is, with Iron Teas, I can just actually put the... Actually, let's move it over to here. I can just put a 2-boy right here. And it will cut the travel time down immensely. And if I want to connect to another one, I just connect the 2 boys and just have a two-way ring around the entire setup. And if it's zipline, same deal. You can even just have a ring of zip lines around each tower. If I have a tower adjacent to it, like right here, then I just need to, add another zip line direction here. Okay. That works really, really well. Actually, does it even have to be... Yeah, we kind of want to keep it up like there. Yeah. I was going to ask, does it have to necessarily be a... Oh, you know what I can do? You know the fun thing I can do right here? Let's say you have an aqueduct running past through here. All you have to do is just make an outlet near the top here. Let's put in some... Or even, actually, don't even need to do that. Doesn't have to be... Yeah, you just run that over here. And while the rest... Just have it leak out from the side here and just chain it all over. So you don't even need the fluid dump anymore. You just put this beside a large aqueduct and just have the aqueduct run around a ring. Yeah, make a ring of an aqueduct ring and put all the dirt towers beside it. Yeah, and set the sluice at the end, and that's it. Oh gosh. That's actually going to be a little tricky, because if I want to do it from here... Oh boy. So, I'm going to delete all this. Oh no. Phew. Okay. Yeah, 3D dirt. Frankly speaking, I think my two favorite additions have been high-speed transit. So I really like two ways. They're so much more efficient. But zip lines, if you get creative, are also very, very good. I didn't stream this, but I had when I was playing with Folktales, I had a bunch of housing in a ring like this. And what I did was, you didn't even access, there was no stairs. It was just a ring of zip lines in the middle, just going in a spiral. I like two ways because they're very straightforward, plus you can do it underground. So underground is kind of underutilized at the moment, I think. Although, I saw another YouTuber, when I saw them do this, when I saw that if you wanted to just get rid of bad water, you just dig it underground. You blow a tunnel underground, and it's gone. Or if you want to use it for power, you pipe it up. You can just, let it flow and pipe it up here. You can pipe it anywhere. And he did the same thing for water, for springs. He actually would he, for example, would put so he had this with all of these on top. Wait, did he really do that? I don't remember how he did it, but he did it such that he could force a spring. He would shut that spring off and force the water to be mostly underground. And then have that water, because of the water elevation difference. Oh, great. I'm trying to show my hands, but you can't see my hands. But yeah, it's that property where, the water being at a higher elevation will push itself up at a lower elevation. Yeah, that one. I also got this design for for this residence building from this YouTuber. I kind of like it, and really only until late game here that I actually need to start putting more housing here. But yeah, this worked well as long as I maintained not too much distance. It was okay. In the end, it did not turn out the way I wanted it to. I wanted this entire area to be more, have absolutely no work buildings, but space is a premium. Zedek and Random Kiwi Gamer. I'll have to look them up. I forgot the name of the YouTuber I was watching. Let's see if I can hit 76. If I can hit... Yeah, I really want to see if I can hit 76. Because some of these are at 76. Where are you? Oh, because they're... I guess they can't get 76 because any recently born ones. Zedek is a really nice place right now. It's where I got the Dirt Tower ideas from. Does Zedek also play Minecraft? That name sounds familiar. Oh yeah, I forgot I made they only have an 8-hour day now. I mean, not like there's much for them to do anymore. Okay, Zedek sounds like... I don't think he's necessarily hermitcraft, but he's friends with a lot of hermits. I think I've seen some of his Satisfactory stuff as well. Gosh. I'm kind of confused. Why is who is using my treated planks? Unless... Oh gosh. It's consuming my treated planks. That's silly. I mean, I get it, but... let's turn that off for now. Let's turn that off, and we'll finish the mud baths here. Yeah, the canola harvest is so unstable. Okay, I'm going to finish up these last builds. The mud bath, the canola oil container, and then, I don't know, maybe we can do one more launch? Yeah, it's kind of a weird feeling of, like, I understand, like, a game like this, how you know when you're done. And so they gave us this activity so that when we're done, we're done. But it feels sad. I do feel actually kind of sad. Thank you, Mad Hatter Swagger. Thank you for the tips. Take care and sleep well. Okay, maybe I should actually have some graveyard shift. Oh, fine. Let's get some builders back working, because apparently leaving it to the bots. I can't leave anything to the bots anymore. One more treated plank, please. You have treated planks. Where is... okay, where is... that's... there, finally. We had all of these here. Honestly, with a good chunk of our workforce just no longer working. Like, these are pretty slow jobs, aren't they? It really is a strange... I wouldn't even say bittersweet feeling. Here I am, squeezing as much space as I can into these. And you're going to be a bot workplace. So, maybe 1.5 more days. Materia, all building stops now. Let us convert the last few more of these. What do you mean? Hold on, 121. Such a strange feeling. Oh, thank you, Raziel. The artist did a very good job of it, and Riley did a very, very good job rigging it. Gosh. She is, well, I want to say perfectionist, but she notices a lot of details that you kind of may not. I did not. But she poured herself into it, and it really shows. Alright, we are putting more of them out of work. Well, the canola shortage will only be for so long. Oh my gosh, we don't even... What is our storage on metal blocks? We're almost to the end. Besides Civ, do you play other 4X or RTS games? I've played Humankind. I enjoyed it, but also had some issues with it. I do have Europa Universalis. I've never actually boosted it up. I got it on sale because a friend of mine really loves it. I could not bring myself to do that. Otherwise, I've not really enjoyed a lot of RTS games. When I was younger, of course, I played through the entirety of Warcraft 3. But I think that is the most RTS that I've really done. Yeah, it's... Ah, gosh. And I played the original, like, very, very first Dota. But, you know what? Let me pull up my Steam. Gosh. I don't think I actually have any other RTS here. No, it's largely Civ, Europa Universalis. Europa Universalis. Huh? I am pretty sure I had that. Oh well. I've heard of Sins of the Solar Empire. I have, actually. At a certain... I'm a little intimidated by it, frankly. And RTS kind of does intimidate me with just how much micromanagement is required. In the sense that I try to optimize so much that I kind of hurt myself trying to, well... Let me switch that. Trying to just make it work, and I get really, really upset when I just cannot make it all work. Yeah. Yeah, I do know that there are sequels to it. Okay. So that's it. I don't think I can actually... Thank you, Jarl. It's been... okay. Gosh, time moves way too fast. It's already late May, and it only feels like... spring has just arrived. It's kind of... Okay. I'm just here to check things out. And hey, Onyx. Yeah, I'm going to wrap up really soon. I just want to see how, flexible start works. Okay. So we can change it to be... Yeah, this is not gonna work because... Yeah, that's actually bad. See, this is a good starting area because you have all the lumber there. But if I wanted to, I could just start here. Yeah, having this as the center kind of really changes, I think. I mean, we can also go and put this as the center. But it will make handling a lot of the other things a little more difficult. Okay. Let's see. Let's snooze the ads. We don't need ads because we are ending soon anyways. Okay, we have quite a few options. I don't know how long Lynn is going to keep going for. But it might just be Lynn this time. I haven't murdered her in a while. No, I haven't. So, looks like Lynn is just having fun. She's drawing. As her title says, it's a chill art day. Tomorrow is going to be satisfactory. Trying to figure out how to get aluminum over to the petroleum zone. Actually, hold on. Okay, good. I thought Lynn was going to be finishing up. But yeah, tomorrow we try to get the aluminium, or the bauxite, whichever it is. I don't know why I ended up calling it aluminium for so long. In any case, read messages the usual. Acno witching hour has begun. Well, it is always a pleasure to have you here, travelers. But until I see you again, safe travels.